took on a lot with this going into. Are you a big MAA fan, or how did this start in your mind?
Yeah, I've been a fan for a long time. For way back before it became as kind of big as it is right now, mainly because I was just so fascinated by who would do this for a living. You know, it's such an odd profession, and you know, it's a lot of people doing things that most of us try to avoid at all costs. And so it's sort of been in my mind for a lot of years, and it just felt like a great place to write a family drama. The show should not feel dour, because that's just not, I don't think, the experience of life, mostly. I think life, even when it is dark, there's moments of levity and heart. And, you know, these actors do such a great job of bringing the humanity out of these people that we're able to go into some of these darker territories without it feeling kind of overwhelming or bleak.
Frank, what about you? Did you know much about MMA before you signed on for this gig?
I did, actually. I did a movie in 2005 with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton called Warrior. So I have been exposed to it. I wrestled in high school and college, and I box. I still box. So it's been on the periphery of my life for a long time. Would I ever be an MMA fighter? No. No, my mother wouldn't let me.
He's an interesting character. He has a lot of troubled relationships and things, and a lot of conflicts going on in his life that you're dealing with here and with your sons.
You know, any great drama, I mean, conflict is the engine for great drama. And Byron has certainly given me a lot of conflict on the show, which as an actor is fantastic. Because, you know, you don't want to think about it in terms of I have conflict all day. It's how do I get around this conflict to achieve my objective in life, which is to be successful. And that's why the show is so real and authentic. But there's a lot of ups and downs in having to deal with sons and wives and ex-wives and all the stuff that we deal with in our lives.
Can you think of one thing you've ever done for us?
And there's one devastating scene in one of the episodes where you're basically doing heroin with your mother.
I mean, that scene in particular is a deeply personal one for me, and it was really... and it's a funny one to share in such kind of a public environment, but looking at that true darkness that has taken over the light that was potentially my family before it fell into drugs and addiction and abandonment, all these issues, and ultimately this is a family drama.
I think that one of the pleasant surprises of this show is that people that aren't necessarily fans of MMA have really been able to hook into it and find something that they relate to and that moves them and that speaks to their lives.